What if I told you that right now, as you're watching this video, your brain is being manipulated by invisible psychological forces that make you buy things you don't need, agree to requests you should refuse, and make decisions that aren't even your own? You might think you're in control of your choices, but the truth is far more disturbing. Every single day, you encounter 7 specific psychological triggers that bypass your rational thinking and hijack your decision-making process. These aren't conspiracy theories or marketing myths. They're scientifically proven principles discovered by Dr. Robert Cialdini, a psychology professor who went undercover in the world of influence and manipulation to uncover how our minds really work. And here's the scary part. Once you understand these 7 triggers, you'll start seeing them everywhere. In every commercial, every sales pitch, every social media post, and even in conversations with friends and family. You'll realize just how often you've been influenced without even knowing it. But don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll have the psychological armor to protect yourself from unwanted influence while learning how to use these same principles ethically in your own life. Let's start with the first trigger, reciprocity. Your brain is wired with an ancient survival mechanism that creates an almost unbearable psychological pressure to return favors. When someone gives you something, even something tiny and worthless, your mind immediately creates a mental debt that demands to be repaid. This is why car salesmen offer you coffee, why politicians send you calendars, and why your favorite YouTuber gives away free content before asking you to subscribe. That free sample at the grocery store isn't just marketing, it's psychological warfare. The moment you accept it, your brain activates this reciprocity trigger, making you feel obligated to buy something in return. The second trigger is commitment and consistency. Once you take a small action or make a small commitment, your brain works overtime to align all your future behaviors with that initial decision. This happens because admitting you were wrong or changing your mind feels psychologically painful. Have you ever wondered why cults start with seemingly innocent requests? They might ask you to attend just one meeting or sign a simple petition. Once you comply, your brain automatically labels you as someone who supports their cause, making it easier for them to escalate their request later. Social media platforms exploit this mercilessly. They get you to create a profile, add some friends, and post one photo. Each small action strengthens your identity as a user of their platform, making it psychologically harder to leave. The third trigger is social proof, and it might be the most powerful one in our connected world. Your brain uses other people's behavior as a shortcut to determine what's correct, appropriate, or safe. When you see a long line outside a restaurant, you automatically assume the food must be good. When you see a product with thousands of 5-star reviews, you trust it more than identical products with fewer reviews. This is why laugh tracks exist on comedy shows, why websites display how many other people bought a product, and why influencers buy fake followers. Your brain sees what appears to be popular behavior and assumes it must be the right choice. But here's where it gets dangerous. Social proof becomes even more powerful when the people you're observing are similar to you. Marketers know this, which is why they use testimonials from people who look, sound, or seem just like their target audience. The fourth trigger is liking, and it's simpler than you might think. You're more likely to say yes to people you like. But what makes you like someone? It's not just physical attractiveness, although that helps. You also like people who are similar to you, who compliment you, and who cooperate with you towards shared goals. Skilled salespeople mirror your body language, find ways to mention shared interests or experiences, and give you genuine compliments before making their pitch. Online, this shows up as personalized marketing that reflects your interests, values, and demographic profile. Authority is the fifth trigger, and it taps into your brain's ancient respect for hierarchy and expertise. When someone appears to be an authority figure, your critical thinking often shuts down, and you default to compliance. This isn't always bad. We need to trust experts in fields we don't understand. But it becomes dangerous when fake authority is manufactured. White coats make people seem more trustworthy, even when the person wearing one isn't actually a doctor. Impressive titles, fancy offices, and expensive suits all trigger this authority response. Online, this shows up as fake credentials, purchased followers to simulate expertise, and borrowed credibility from actual authorities. Scarcity is the sixth trigger, exploiting your brain's fear of missing out. When something appears limited or rare, you want it more, even if you didn't want it at all just moments before. This is why you see countdown timers on websites, limited time offers, and phrases like, "only 3 left in stock." Your brain evolved in an environment where resources were genuinely scarce, so this trigger feels urgent and real, even when the scarcity is completely artificial. The seventh and final trigger is unity, the sense that someone is part of your tribe, your in-group, your family. This goes beyond mere similarity or liking. Unity makes you feel like someone shares your identity at a fundamental level. Politicians use this when they emphasize shared values, backgrounds, or challenges. Brands use this when they create communities around their products. Social movements use this to create powerful bonds between members who might otherwise have nothing in common. Now that you know these 7 triggers, you have a choice. You can use this knowledge to protect yourself from unwanted influence, or you can pretend you never learned it and continue being manipulated. The choice, for once, is genuinely yours.